I'm no coward. I accept it. Sub-quest begin. Rakaratas is delighted with your decision. You have encountered Rakaratas' servant, fake. Rakaratas trial, defeat Rakaratas servant, fake. It's wearing armor. It's hard to find any gap because it's completely covered. That bastard is ridiculously strong. You have received 25 damage. Ha! If it can deal that much damage even when I block its attack. There's no use in using the shield. Less rusty sword. It's been a long time since I used dual swords. It doesn't even budge. That guy is so much stronger than me. There's no point in continuing to fight head-on like this. Good. Looks like I am faster, huh? You have dealt 6 damage to Rakarata's servant, fake. My sword is stuck. Well, that doesn't matter. You have dealt 4 damage to Rakarata's servant, fake. Since I've got Iraq weapon art. All I have to do is stay close to my opponent and make him unable to use his strength properly. I've used this method many times before. Looks like it's useful here too. Rakarata's is baffling. That's easier than I expected. Well, since we're still on the second floor, I'm sure it must have been balanced out. Since he's the god of strife and death, he must have wanted a fierce battle which forced me to use all of my skills, but what a pity. Rakarata's has manifested his power. In return, Rakarata's area of influence has been reduced. Rakarata's servant, fake, has regained its intelligence. Rakarata's servant, fake, has recovered his skills. What the? You have encountered Rakarata's servant. There is no more, fake, labeled behind it now. And the whole atmosphere is different as well. And now it has intelligence. The method that I used earlier might not work anymore. You took 13 damage. What's happening? Even its movements are different now. You took 25 damage. A neater and braver sword attack. It feels like a sword attack from a well-trained knight. This is a first. I am holding a weapon, but I cannot control it at all. Wow, when the capability is pushed to maximum, is something like that really possible? I want to learn how. In the labyrinth, every movement and action are evaluated. After a certain level, every capability is described as a skill. And perhaps that is the most advanced skill one could possess. Okay, in terms of swords, you are way better than me. I'll give you that. But I am a player. And only a sword skill won't get you anywhere. I am here. You have dealt 6 damage to Rakarata's servant. Stop it. There's no use. You have activated spill. The next attack is spilled. You took 15 damage. You have activated non-breathing attack. You have dealt 5 damage to Rakarada's servant. You took 11 damage. You have been attacking your opponent consecutively. You have acquired a skill, consecutive attack. Alright, thankful for the skill, but shush for now. You have dealt 13 damage to Rakarada's servant. Judging the seriousness of the burn injury, judgment done. Rakarada's servant has been injured with a burn. Dang it. How do I kill this jerk? And I am running out of mana as well, my remaining mana is 5, and my stamina is 70. But if I back out now, it'll be hard for me. I have nothing to lose now. You took 80 damage. Holding on is activated. The deathly attack is nullified. All damage is reduced to 0 for 1 second. Ah. Ha, ha. It was a great fight. Brave one. You have won against the Rakarada's servant. Rakarada's is satisfied. Satisfied his ass. It was unfair to change the quest all of a sudden in the first place. What a bastard. You have won against the Rakarada's servant. You have gained an enormous amount of experience. You are now moving to the next level. You have evolved into your best form. Oh, you have single-handedly beaten a strong opponent. Your spiritual ascension has been activated. How much stronger did I get? Status window. Kong Tae San Wo, level, 6 stamina, 190 mana, 22 strength, 27 intelligence, 25 agility, 40 offensive plus 5 defensive plus 2. The player is in his best form. A total of 17 points increase in stats, plus 30 in stamina and 5 in mana. That's a lot. Aren't they going to drop some equipment or items? I expected that. You have passed the ordeal of Rakarada's. You will be rewarded according to Rakarada's evaluation of you. Rakarada's is highly satisfied with your performance in the match. Rakarada's desires to give you a reward. What a joke. He almost killed me. Rakarada's area of interference has been reduced. Rakarada's presents you with a reward. You have been rewarded with Rakarada's ceremonial sword. Rakarada's ceremonial sword. This was the sword used by those who worshipped Rakarada's. The sword is stained red by the blood of the sacrifices. Am I seeing things? Is it really okay for me to receive this? This isn't a weapon I could receive on the second level. You have passed the hard trial. Additional reward will be given. Is this how you repay me for all of my hard work? You have acquired passive skill, evidence of struggle. Passive skill, evidence of struggle mastery, 1%. You have proven your fighting spirit. This could be strengthened from a fight with an enemy. Acceleration skill. Is it in the form of muscle, or something? Well, God gave it directly, so it must be something good. That wasn't the end. What else? Rakarada's is offering you an apostle's contract. Agree or deny apostle's contract. Apostle contract? What's that? There's no further explanation, so you just want me to choose. Rakarada's offers you an apostle contract. Accept refuse. In exchange, the sphere of influence of Rakarada's is reduced. That time. It seemed that even the gods had to bear penalties if they wanted to exert influence over the players. It seems like Rakuratas wants to make me an apostle even at the cost of receiving penalties. But even if it was proposed as a favor, the other party is a god. He has already been arbitrarily intensifying trials and acting capriciously. Is it truly advantageous for me to accept an offer from such a being, even if it's made with good intentions? No, I could potentially end up living my entire life being used as a tool or a slave by the god. I need to refuse. You've rejected Rakurata's offer. The apostle contract is withheld. It's a relief he didn't get angry even after I rejected him. Sub-quest begins. Rakuratas wants to give you another trial, acknowledging your excellent performance in overcoming his previous trial. Condition: kill the enemies on the second and third floors and return. Reward: Rakuratas will determine it based on your performance. Don't wanna. How can I trust a guy who stabbed me once? You turn down the sub-quest. Reward: Rakuratas will determine it based on your performance. Ha, seriously, alright. I guess even simple quests like this can't be enhanced. Sub-quest accepted. Rakuratas is amused by your choice. What, why are you here already? I have something to buy. You gonna buy those potions? Yeah, I thought I'd need some. I didn't plan to stay on the lower floors, but if such enhanced trials keep appearing, it could be troublesome. That sword. Did you get it from that pervert Rakuratas? Looks like he's obsessed with you because he loves fighting. You know him? Of course I do. Is there something I don't know here? You can't imagine how many talented people died because of that crazy god's habit. What kind of antics is it to diminish one's territory? Has Rakurata's exploits been going on since the past? May I ask you one more question? Do you know what an apostle's contract is? Did Rakuratas offer you such a contract? Yes, I put it on hold because there was no further explanation. That's the right decision. It's not an easy matter to decide. That guy's contract, he has done it many times. I'm sorry, but I can't answer that. All I can do for you is fulfill my role as a store owner. I can't do any more than that. That's the terms of the contract. Contract? It's the reason why I'm tied up here, what else? If you've brought everything you need, hurry up and leave. Then, see you next time. Alright, I'll meet you on the next floor if you're gonna come again. Come to think of it, is it about time to meet? Kong Tae-san, Solo, anyone there? Ah, it's Tae-san. Hello. Hyung, hey yo, so, did you guys meet that holy knight? I did, but he's different from what you said, though. What do you mean? That guy. He just spit at me once and left. You didn't stop the attack. Can you even stop something like that? I tried to react, but my body wouldn't move, you know. I got overwhelmed and it's over just like that. I also did meet him, but it's the same as you. I tried to move but it didn't work. So what happened after that? Did you stick to him? I did. But he told me to cut it off. He said, you have no worth. Is it that only those who can respond to his attacks are considered worthy and treated accordingly? Well, if you think about it, both dwarves and Rakuratas have a similar mindset. Then, where are you both right now? I'm hunting the big rat now. Same for me. I want to raise my level even though I'm still on the low floor. What about the others? There are a few people who hunt the big rat. But I think it'll take more time. Are they still adapting? I can tell them the information about what they will find on the second floor later. Now, listen to me carefully. There's a mob boss on the second floor, right? It's called Giant Big Rat. It's a reinforced version of Big Rat. Its physical strength is over 2000, and even if you can block it, you'll still get some damage, so be careful. How do we catch such a monster? Think about it. I can't tell you everything. Well, if you think about it a bit more, you will find a way. Make sure to inform other players not to enter the red door recklessly and avoid getting killed. Yes, thank you. I'll do my best. Alright, good luck. Good, I've said everything I want to tell them. Now then, shall we start? Sub-quest begins. Rakuratas wants to give you another trial, acknowledging your excellent performance in overcoming his previous trial. Condition: kill the enemies on the second and third floors and return. Reward: Rakuratas will determine it based on your performance. Shall we try out our new skill? Your evidence of struggle is activated. My head is clear. It reduces mental fatigue, it's good, eh? All the stats went up and there's even recovery. There aren't any restrictions or limits. Does that mean it's possible to fight endlessly as long as the condition of continuous battle is fulfilled? It's pretty great. Depending on the situation, it could become a main skill level ability. Was there a door like this in the labyrinth? What's this? You found the tomb of a warrior. You have discovered the warrior's tomb. This is, first discovery bonus. Intelligence permanently increased by 1. Mana permanently increased by 2. Hello, adventurer. You, and goodbye. Yeah, adventurer. It was nice meeting you. Then, bye. What are you doing? I told you to go. Stop joking around and give me the quest. Oh ho. How dare you ask me for a quest? Do you know who I am? Who else but a dead warrior? Ha, it has gotten so easy. How convenient must it be to have the system tell you everything without having to put your life on the line to gather information? You mean there was no system in the old labyrinth? No. We had it too. Who the hell is this guy? He's completely different from the NPCs I've met so far. Be quiet. So are you, the quest? Or just an object? You are even treating people as objects now. What a heartless bastard. Ha, fine. I'm a ghost. A dead being. I was bound here to give you guys the quest. However, I can't give this quest to weaklings. Then why are you here on this lower floor? You don't know anything. It's all because of this damn labyrinth. I should have been put on the deeper floors. I don't know why the hell it put me here. Anyway, go back. If you want to do this quest, at least come back after you pass the 30th floor, kid. TSK, looks like I got it wrong. Maybe it's just a useless NPC. Yep, bye. Adventurer. Hold on a second. That weapon, doesn't it belong to Rakuratas? Why do you have it? Obviously because I passed his trial. You passed his trial. That unpredictable guy's trial. Hey. I changed my mind. I will give you the quest. What's with this guy? You should have told me that earlier. You definitely deserve to receive the quest. Come here. I will explain the quest to you. I don't want to hear it. What are you saying? Didn't you say you want to take the quest? Listen well. I was once a great warrior. Someone who was said to reach the deepest floor faster than anyone else and would soon conquer the labyrinth. Anyway, while breaking through to the deepest floor like that, I met a formidable enemy. And came back to the 10th floor for a while and was resting. My stamina was low, but there was no way the monsters on the lower floors could penetrate my defense anyway. So I fell asleep. But the 10th floor's boss, I don't know where he got it, but he was carrying a weapon that dealt fixed damage. And he used that weapon to kill me in my sleep. I, who would have conquered the deepest floor of the labyrinth, was done in by that kind of bastard. So I will give you one quest. Kill the boss on the 10th floor. Then I will give you the reward. Sub-quest begins. The warrior buried in the labyrinth wants you to get revenge for him. Condition: kill the boss on the 10th floor. Reward: determined based on the warrior's mood. The reward is determined based on his mood. That means he can choose not to give it to me if he doesn't feel like it, huh? Still, a quest is a quest. Come to think of it, is this a chain quest? Will you accept? Sure. I accept. Then, see you. Don't tell me, are you going to come with me? Of course. Now, let's go. I don't know if you will kill it or not, so why would I stay in my tomb? To be honest, I'm getting sick of that place too. I can only go with you until the 10th floor, but this will be fun. I have to go together with this noisy bastard until the 10th floor. Still, where did that bastard get his weapon from? Of course, it was my fault for being careless. But the weapons that dealt fixed damage appeared much later. There's no way a mere monster on the 10th floor could get it. If it were you, would you have known? No, so can you shut up now? What are you saying? Shouldn't you take responsibility now that you've taken my quest? Should I not have done that? Still, it doesn't hurt to gain information. You were a warrior, right? So what were you doing before coming into the labyrinth? Humph, why do I have to tell you that? Fine, if you don't want to tell me, then don't. All right. Since you are so curious, I will make an exception and tell you. I told you don't have to tell me. I was a member of the great royal family of the Carverd Empire. I was the eldest son and would soon inherit the empire. That wasn't all. I was outstanding. In terms of swordsmanship and intelligence, no one in the empire was better than me. Every time I went to the ball, all the noble daughters would rush to see me, you know. Ah, what a glorious time. Judging from the way he talks, he sounds just like a backstreet thug. Then the world perished, and I came here to save everyone. But I died. While comfortably taking a nap on the lower floor, no less. This bastard. Yeah, I failed in the end. I couldn't save my world. That one mistake ruined everything. I think I'll have to kill the guy who killed me to relieve my anger. Is this the last place? Hey, you weren't listening to my story, right? Damn, adventurers these days have no morals. You have dealt 10 damage to the goblin. One more. Hey, what the hell is this for? Shoot the paralyzing arrows, hit it, you're repeating the same attack. Besides, you only aim for the same goblin. Do you have some grudge against him? One more time. Are you doing this to gain skill? You know your stuff. This is why it's scary to be stupid. Sorry, but you're just wasting your time. There's no skill you can gain by doing that. There is. A very good one at that. Hey. Do you know how far I have reached? 85th floor, 85. I know everything. Then, shall we make a bet? If I don't get the skill, I'll be your puppet. I will do everything you say. Even if you tell me to die. Instead, if I win, answer my questions truthfully. Ho, what a bold bastard. Someone who just entered the labyrinth wants to make a bet with me for information. Alright, fine. I agree. I will bet my name, Alkalite of the Great Carverd Empire. If you win, I will answer your questions without a single lie. But, if I win, you will be my slave. Alright, don't go back on your words. Kohaha. Crawl on all fours from now on. And when you call me, be sure to use honorifics. Got it, punk? Yes, master. Ah, what else should I make him do? Until this guy dies, I'll be able to have a lot of fun. Hey, why don't you give up now? There's no need to waste any more time. Do you know the skill, duel? Of course. Isn't that a basic skill? No other players can interfere in the previously agreed upon fight between two people, isn't it? I will be able to get something similar to that. That's nonsense. You continue to fight against a single enemy while dealing with multiple enemies. You have received a special active skill, Forced Duel. Skilled Forced Duel. Special active skill, Forced Duel mana cost, 10 proficiency, 1% duel with the target. For 10 seconds, nothing beside your target can deal damage to you. Damage, poisoning, confusion, intimidation, etc. A main skill that can erase all debuff effects. Finally got it. Impossible. So depending on how you use it, it's a skill that allows you to survive even after being stuck in lava or thrown into space. And you just got that sort of skill by doing what you did. No one else must have gotten this, huh? Well, even though this was a relatively less crazy act. What the hell has this guy been doing to get skills? So, you still remember our bet, right? Yeah, let's say that's the bet. Unlike the others, I don't have any restrictions on my story anyway. Seriously, who the hell are you, hey? Skills aren't everything, so don't be arrogant just because you got something good. What are you babbling about? Just answer my questions properly. This damn bastard. Although Forced Duel is a good skill, there are many skills in the labyrinth, you know. Do you know the skill called Leap? Of course. But why is it Leap? You didn't learn Great Leap? What is Great Leap? So you didn't learn it. Fine, I'll admit it. You know your stuff. But that's not everything in the labyrinth. What matters is how you survive in this place and what you discover. By the way, what are you doing? A secret room? You're trying so hard. You have just got a strong hunch. Skilled detection. If your proficiency exceeds 20%, sometimes you will receive important information. As expected. What the, you even had detection. And you already reached that level of proficiency. So it's the goblin's trap this time. It'll be difficult to break through since it's a randomly set up trap. Giving up and going back now might be a good idea. First is the arrow trap. Second is the sinking floor trap. Last is the moving wall trap. Same as the easy mode. This wall isn't the labyrinth's wall, but one made by the goblins. Its durability isn't that high. That's why it's so easy to break it. They are exactly the same. Let's just keep my mouth shut. Alright, that's clear. What will the reward be this time? Spring holding ring mana +5, a ring that was contained in a hidden spring deep inside. It gives off a subtle and pure scent. Mana ring? What great timing. Let me ask you this. Who the hell are you? Me. Can you understand it if I tell you I am a second? A second? Forget it if you can't. He seems clueless. Then I guess Ouroboros's Bezoar can only be obtained after the 85th floor. Come to think of it, 10 days must have passed since I entered the labyrinth, so what is that? It's a rat this big. How the hell are we supposed to catch that? We just have to work hard, I guess. After dealing with it hundreds of times, you should be able to roughly see it. You have to aim for that time. Wow, Jun Hyuk, how did you get this right? Me. Compared to you who already went ahead, I am nothing special, Hyung. Let's leave that person out of our discussion. Good, it's almost time. What? What are you going to do? Don't you know this thing called community? Well, there's something like that. Damn it. Hey. Oh, it's Mr. Tae-san. Hyung, it's been a long time. What? That Mr. Tae-san. You always go to a separate room, so for you to contact the whole community, is something wrong? It's just that I think it's time to explain. What is the situation? It's somewhat manageable. Half of the people who arrived at the Fountain of Life succeeded in hunting it. I think the rest of them will succeed too. What about the two of you? We ran right away upon seeing the boss. He lost control right away after being hit once. It's the same for me. I couldn't beat it with my strength, so I have been looking for another way. Although it would take some work, it will be safer. You seem to be doing well though. Now, the reason I came today is to teach the solo mode players about skills. Oh. That sounds useful. But why now? Because now is the best time. Skill is not an end, but a means to go down the labyrinth. If I'd told you too soon, that would mess up the order. That's true. For people like us who have just come to the labyrinth, even if we heard about the skills, I don't think we would have understood them. Anyway, I will be explaining them now, so listen carefully. Tell that to the people who aren't here later. Whoa! Isn't this a great piece of information? As expected of Mr. Tae-san. Thank you so much, Mr. Tae-san. I will never forget this favor. Well, it'd be best if you save your thanks until you finish listening. First of all, I'll tell you how to get the most easily available skill, pain reduction. Thrust a sword into your arm. Make sure you go all the way. Don't you each have a rusty sword? You should thrust it deep into your forearm. It will only fit if you insert it properly in the bone, so don't screw it up just because you're scared. Bones? What? Are you really telling us to stab ourselves with blades? Yes, after all there is a fountain of life right beside you, so what's the problem? If you fight the big rat using it, you can get a skill called Unbroken Will, which will let you keep fighting regardless of any injury you take, so make sure to fight it. Is he telling us to kill ourselves? Will the other skills be something I can learn? I'll keep explaining, so listen carefully. The next skill is called Apnea. You can get that skill if you dive into the fountain of life and hold your breath until just before you die. And if you swing your sword to your limits while using that skill, you will get Breathless Strike. That's also the same as telling us to die. The next one is Endurance. It will allow you to negate damage that could result in death. You only need to save 1 stamina and withstand 30 attacks from the big rat. That's a pretty good gamble. Gloomy. Do we really have to go that far just to get the skill? I can't do that. How can you tell us to do such crazy things? No matter how much we need the skill, I don't think that's a good idea. I have no thoughts of forcing you to master it, I have no reason to. So it's yours to decide. Well, it's an understandable reaction. These people are people who used to live in modern times. For them, war is only a part of history and starvation is only a problem of distant countries. Ha ha ha, they were people who had never risked their lives for anything in their entire lives, so just because they entered the maze didn't mean their origins could change that easily. Is there really no other way than that? Unfortunately, no. Gasp. We have no other choice then, we should try it. I never expected I would do this kind of thing in my life. Are you both out of your mind? Are you really going to do that? He might just be lying to us, right? Why would Mr. Tae-san do such a thing? Why would someone who is doing well on his own like him lie to us? Haven't you all been referring to Tae-san Hyung's strategy all along? I want to start from the safest. The apnea skill isn't that dangerous, right? You'll be fine as long as you exit right away after the system window pops up. But, it won't be that easy to suppress your instincts, so you'll have a bit of a hard time with that. Wow, what? Blank, are they really going to do it? Do your best. I'll let you know when you can get another skill. Yes, thank you, Tae-san Hyung. I'll try my best. Lee Tae-yun, I'll try my best. Ken-san, alright. I was wondering what you were going to do, turns out you are doing something useless. It doesn't matter if you give them advice or not, the maze is a place where people who are meant to die will eventually die. Even so, some of them might be able to live, right? Forget it. If you're done, let's go quickly. You're frustrating me by holding on to something weird when we were almost there. It's time for us to catch the boss. Is this finally the end of the second floor? Yes. But aren't you going to ask me about the boss's information? Didn't you win the hard-earned bet just now? Huh. I don't need that. I have something else I need to ask you anyway. Now, let's get it started. The cudgel-wielding goblin has appeared. The guardian goblin has appeared. Blink. Growl. Wait, no. I shouldn't be doing this right now. Glange. Am I late? Hey. It seems that you know their skills, but I don't think you understand their strategy. You should catch that bastard first. Can't you tell at first glance that he's doing something suspicious? Don't worry. I can see it well. Ah. Also, this way is the best in my opinion. This place. This is all because you chose easy mode, we died because of you. How come you are the only survivor? This is all because of you. It's your fault. It's your fault. What were you actually born for? This is all because of you, you useless insect bastard. You are just a piece of trash that can only eat. Tae-san. Why didn't you come to me then? Why did you let me die alone? I'm sorry, but this kind of method won't work on me. So just stop it. TSK. I thought you would finally manage to free yourself from that grave this time, why didn't you just listen to me? Did the revenge fail this time? I said, stop it.